Hi everyone, it's Gail, and I am back with the next episode in our series making this little book, this vintage book into a journal. I apologize to those who are doing it with me and we're waiting. You know, I just got distracted by some other projects, and but the start to finish means I don't do a darn thing without you. So we are going to start where we left off. But first, let's say our hi and hugs. Let's see. Hi and hugs to Beverly, Irene, Kate, and Tammy. Thank you so much for watching and your nice comments. Before we get started on this, I just wanted to follow up from yesterday and show you I've picked out covers for these little book plate focal points that we made yesterday. And so I just wanted to show you before I get them completely made what I decided to do. I didn't like this one, just plain. I decided I wanted some lace behind it. So that's how that will go. And once I decide what I'm going to use this for, I will put paper on the inside, and then we'll be able to finish it up. I decided I didn't want to put these on first because of the lumpiness of the frozen Charlotte. And so I want to figure out what paper I'm putting on the inside first on that one before I get things glued down. So there's that one. This one then, I'm using one of the covers. This is the paper that it was kind of an ugly scrapbook paper, and I redid it with modeling paste and sprays and paints and stuff. We'll have to do that again one time. It's been a while since we've done that. And then it's got a heavy cardstock scrapbook paper on the inside. And I liked it without any lace because I do want to see the edges of this, and I really thought that brought out the focal point nicely. So that's the beauty of having some journal covers done ahead of time, is then it's easy to complete them when you're ready to use them for a project. So there's that. Okay, so we're caught up from yesterday. Now, where we were on our little book. This book I am going to stitch straight into the spine because I don't care. It's really soiled, and it just looks, I mean, there's a difference between grungy and yucky. It's got pencil marks on it. It's just kind of a mess. So I'm going to put lace on that eventually here. So let us get started. What I like to do is I like to make a template. And so we're going to do that first. I'm just going to kind of make a template the size of the spine. So this goes to like right about here. Okay, so this part I'll do on the cutter. That's too much of an expanse for me to think that I could possibly do it straight. Okay, so there's our template. Now I am going to put that this is the top. And I'm going to go left and right too. Okay. So our spine and it's like just shy of 7.5. So that would be like 3 3/4 to get to the middle, wouldn't it? Approximately. I'm actually gonna go with this line, whatever it is, I'm not sure. This one right here. Okay, and what I like to do then is go ahead and draw a line on. Many of you've seen me do this before, but for new people, it'll be all new. And I am just going to go down an inch from the top. So I'll mark that on both sides. Now, truthfully, it's not going to be a big old deal if my sewing isn't particularly straight, because I am going to cover it with lace. But my sewing in of the signatures, but I still like it to look nice, you know. You know what I'm saying, guys? Okay, there. Okay, so there's my 3, and then I've got 3 signatures, right? So I'm going to start in the middle, and this is, of course it's not, it's not a, it's not even. What is it? It's 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths. So we want to go 6 eighths. I don't know. This line right here looks like it's right in the middle, so I'm going with that. Okay. Now I have to see which one it is and keep my eyeballs on it until I can put it here too. It was right here, right? Yep. I am going to say this is not the only way to do this, I'm sure. It's just the way that works best for me. So, you know, you can follow it or reject it, whichever you want. Because, okay, I think I'm going to go here. That one. Here. So I'm honestly, I'm just picking a line on my ruler that looks about like I'm splitting it in half. So, and there. Maybe I'll just turn it over and do this. That one? Yep. So if your measurements are more even, it sort of helps, but I'm going to get this done anyway. Okay. And then that one. That one. Okay, so see how my dots are like in a straight line this way, and then they're in a straight line that way. Okay, so now I'm just going to pre-poke holes in my template, just so I'm not going through another thickness, is really the only reason for that. Okay. And again, I'll say, do what works for you. This works for me. So, okay. Then I'm going to take my spine. This is the top, right? So I am going to lay down my template, and now I can just go through the holes. Like so. This is good exercise for this arm. I have one of those punches too, but I really prefer the awl. It just, I feel like it gives me more control, and it makes not such a big hole. Okay. We should have ourselves 9 holes, which we do. Awesome. Okay, so the cover's ready. Now, just to mention, because I recently had a conversation with a gal on that, you'll notice that I am going to bind these in now, like before there's any decorating, because I have found for myself, if the signatures, the group of paper, I've also had questions about that. A signature is this, and this is the second signature and the third, and it's just the name for the group of papers. But if they're too thick, they're just harder to bind in. So all that to say, I try and bind mine in before. I think I have clips in here before I do the decorating, especially on one of these. Sometimes I wait if I want to sew something in to the signature. Obviously, it's near impossible to do once it's in the book. So sometimes I'll do that, but for the most part, I try and bind them in when they're undecorated, or naked, shall we say. The naked journal, that's another question I've had, is just undecorated. It's just the pages and it's undecorated. Okay, so we need to find our middle, which is here. Okay. Now, these book pages are good enough. I think that they're going to be fine in there. One could cover them with some washi. Well, I think I'm going to before I put it in there. Okay, we need to find a washi that goes well. I love this washi, the Wallflowers washi. So let's do that. And you can strengthen the spine with either fabric or paper or washi. I like washi for this. It's just easy. Okay, I'm getting low on this one. Okay, so I think just for ease of doing this, rather than putting my glue stick on it, I'm going to see if my art glitter glue is happy today. I think it's going to be. Oh yeah, it's happy. I think what I'm going to do is just put some art glitter glue down where the washi's going to go. I'll just help hold it. Okay. And then go as straight as I can here. Okay. And because that spine was in pretty good shape, I think just one piece of washi will do. So that one and this one in the middle. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and do this first. Because you certainly don't want pages ripping out. That would be sad. There we go. And this one I didn't get quite long enough, but it doesn't matter. Other than I'm going to need to wipe off the glue a little bit. Just fine. Okay, so that folded back where It belongs in there and here. So second signature, I'm going to do the same. Sorry, I know I'm low here. Let me move up a little bit. So the weather here has warmed up a bit. We are like in the 20s, 23 right now. That's pretty good after 18 below. Feels balmy out there. We went to the post office this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so nice outside. So, yeah. I think the rest of the country's still getting some crazy weather though. Texas in particular. So, at least as of today, when I'm filming this, maybe all their snow will be melted by the time this airs. Okay, there's that one. Do I have one in the middle on that too? Maybe I do. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. What do I have in the middle? Yep, got the book pages in the middle. So this book, as far as decorating goes, I was thinking about that this morning before I started filming, and I thought, you know, I want to make sure I do kind of skinny sorts of decorations because, wow, got that perfect. Almost, not quite up there. Yeah, I don't want this to get too chunky, so I think we may be making ephemera for this rather than using some of my pre-made ephemera, because I just think a lot of my pre-made ephemera is too thick, is thicker than I want for this particular book. I may end up using book pages for the base of a lot of the ephemera just because they're thin. Okay. This one's actually in pretty good shape, but we'll just do it anyway to make sure. So I'm going to do this video, and then I have Etsy orders to do today. Thanks to everyone who bought a little playing card pack. Mike was happy because he spent Saturday morning putting those together. Okay, so that's the outside one. We should just have one more. Yep. Yeah, we'll be glad we did this. You know, you don't want to get the book all made and then find that some of your pages are falling out. That would be sad. So, this is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay. I had plenty of washi, which was good. This is like one of my favorite all-time washies, and so I'm going to be kind of sad when it's gone. I mean, isn't it crazy how few times we use up a roll of washi tape? It seems like they last forever. Okay. Okay, now we're set. Now we can get our signatures into our book. Okay, so I find it works best to do the last signature first, kind of work from your last one to your first one. And it's just kind of a what would you say, a gravity thing. Okay, so then what I do is, let's get it clipped first. Yeah, I was just making sure I actually had the amount of pages that I wanted. I think we got to that point earlier. And we're just, I like to go diagonally. I find that kind of, I don't know, makes the pages more even, although that one's not even. So we're gonna work on that a minute. Not sure why, but there we go. Okay, so so now what I do is, this is why I put these lines right here, is because I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to put a dot with my pen. So we've got the top, the T at the top of the template is at the top of the signature. And I am just going to make, these are going to be tough to see on this washi, I gotta say. So I'll make it a little bigger so my eyeballs can see it. Okay, and then this one. And then this one. Okay, so I have my dots. Now I'm going to poke my holes. There's only 10 pages in this signature, so it's not too tough to poke through. Alrighty then, we're poked. And now I am going to do my 3 lengths of, this is waxed linen. That's my preferred. I have a few other bookbinding things, and I've used like crochet yarn, doubled and things like that too. But I prefer this waxed linen, which you can get on Amazon. I actually have my bookbinding kit is on my favorite things, but okay. So now we're going to take our book. We're going to take our 3rd signature. So we're going toward the back. And again, it's going to be super hard to see, but I just found it right off because of my lace there. Okay, and then I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to angle my needle because I don't want to split my thread. Not sure why I'm having trouble going through there. I wasn't hitting the hole. That'll do it. Okay, so now I'll do the top and through. Okay, and then I pull that tight at this point, and then I thread my needle under so that this one's on the other side. And then I'm going to tie a knot. And I don't know what we want to do yet, if we want to put charms or if we want to just tie a bow or what we want to do. So I'm just going to leave that with a double knot and call that good. Okay, so now we're going to do the second signature. So first we're going to get it clipped. Same procedure over and over for us, however many signatures you have. I don't know why that one wants to be poofy. There we go. But it's worth taking time to fix it, you know, at the time, because you don't want to go to all the work of putting in your signatures just to have them wonky. Okay, top at the top again. Just gonna lay this down and mark our spots. Here's my pen. Oh yay, that one's in the middle of a yellow rose, so that makes that easy. Except my pen's not writing. Doesn't want to write on the washi tape. I don't blame it. And here. Okay. And we'll poke holes. Would have been much easier without the washi, but I think we'll be glad we put that in there. Okie dokie. And once again, 3 lengths. Okay, go through the middle again. This time we're going to go, of course, in the middle line of holes. So once again, how I'm going to find that with all of this is beyond me. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Maybe what I'll do is take the awl and poke through so I can see where it's at. Okay, let's see where it's at. There we go, perfect. Okay, making sure that the pages are right side up. Okay, and bottom hole. And I often find standing it up is the easiest way for me to see what I'm doing. So I'm holding the tail tight, and then I'm going to go through again the middle. Okay, and then the top one. Come on, go in there. There we go. Once again, pulling tight. And I'll go under the string so that that's on the other side. Make sure we're nice and tight. And double knot. Okay. And the first signature, okay, there we go. Now the first signature we will get clipped up here. Then guess what? We get these in, we're to decorating, which is, you know, I don't know, it's my favorite part. I can't help it. I do love that. I mean, certainly I don't mind doing this part either. It's just kind of fun to see it become a book again, you know? So, yeah. So I received an email from my friend that does the beginning of May retreat, and I thought she had taken me off the list because I told her I didn't want to you know, I won't go unless I'm vaccinated first. And so I thought she'd taken me off the list, but come to find out she hasn't. And I think it's because a lot of the people are saying I need to see if I can get the vaccine first. So anyway, I've sure got my fingers crossed. Oh, I would love to do that. Was interesting though, the place where we have the retreat has now has a waiver that you have to sign for if you should get COVID while you're there or think you got it there or whatever. They can't be held liable. Oh, what a changed world we live in, huh? So yeah, but I have a little time before I have to tell her for sure. But I was kind of excited she still had me on the list. I love those because it's like crafting from right after breakfast until you go to bed, other than meals. And you get so much done. So I'm hoping, but we'll see. Okay, so now I probably won't be able to tell where this one is either. Is that it? Nope, can't tell. Okay, we're gonna do our little trick with the awl and go in from this side and see. Okay, it's right there. Let me just kind of get my needle there and pull that out, and there we go. So there's a little trick for if you can't see where the hole is in the cover. Sorry if standing it up kind of has this right in your face, but it's the easiest for me to see, she says as she struggles to find it. There it is. Okay. And then this way. And in here. And somewhere here is the hole. Sorry guys. Not finding it. Is that it? Yep, there we go. Sometimes it just takes a minute. Oh, you guys, I meant to shut this off. I hope you could hear me okay. I had my space heater on this morning because it was freezing down here. Okay, so on the other side, pull that tight and tie her off. Double knotter. Okay, so guess what? We have ourselves a bound journal. I had this scary thought that I wasn't filming. And I told you I would not do anything on this book without you. So the original pages are pretty fragile. Like this one has a little tear in it. So I might have to think about sort of reinforcing those somehow. Okay, but there's our little book, and see, we've got a lot of room to put in decorative pieces, but by a lot, I mean not as much as I'd like. Because you know me, I like to heavily decorate, but we're going to have to watch our P's and Q's with this one so we don't get it too fat. But I'm going to put this stuff away. Let's see. My book. Okay, and then we can get these off the table. So there's these. Gotta fold them down so that they don't take up so much room. And my little waxed linen. Okay, so we're done with those. And we're done with this and the template. Look at us kind of just starting fresh. Okay, so what do we want to do with this as far as decorating goes? I don't want to put anything over that because that's, unless I did a pocket there, which I could. I don't want to in the back. I don't think I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? Are you like, Gail, please finish a sentence. Oh my gosh, my husband gets so frustrated with me. I want to put like a book plate, and Mrs. Coggs has wonderful book plates. So I was thinking maybe of one of those in the front, and it's just a piece of cardstock. It's not going to take a lot. That's cool. Okay, I like that one first. Oh, my husband, he's turned on the TV, which he never does in the day, but there's something on Disney Plus that he wants to watch, and he said, I don't know if you'll like it. So he's gonna watch that when I'm filming, which is great. So I just want to see this one. Nope, I like that one. I really do. Okay, cool. Oh, the other thing we need to do is put lace on the spine, don't we? Maybe we should do that. I'll put this in, but then maybe we should do that while, and then we can make some ephemera while while it's drying. Okay, I'm going to just go around the edges a little bit, and then whoever gets this book can put their name right there. Okay, I'm gonna grab my book weight and use that. I have this in my favorite things as well, and it's just called a book weight, and it just makes life so much easier. Thank you, Peggy. My friend Peggy gave me that, put me onto that. So yeah, rather than have that in the middle, I'm gonna just take this part down here that's not very decorated. Okay. I have been kind of itching to get back to doing this series, but you know, all these challenges I'm doing, and then the all the challenges, and then the squirrel that hit me for yesterday's video. Okay. Straight. All right. Okay. I love that. Love that. I'm really happy with that. Okay, we need lace to go down this or something. Of course I hadn't pre-planned because I just don't do that normally. I'm looking at a few of my my laces and things like this from SM Tiffany Lane, but that's too much. That's too much for that. So I think we might just go regular lace. Ooh, some pretty laces up here too. But I'm not seeing anything that's color-wise either what I would like. Let me look in these. These I just got from MK Maz on Etsy. I'm wondering about this one. Okay. Gotta be smarter than these plastic bags, and I never am. Never am. Always struggle. Let's just see how this one does. So there's our spine. We did pretty good having it nice and straight. So of course you could leave it like that if you wanted, but I do think I want some lace, but I don't want that thick of lace. Okay, well that helps me. And I don't think I want white. I think I'd like a more cream color. Ooh, that is perfect. It covers up the stitching and covers up the growtiness of the spine. I mean, even though you clean it, some stuff is just gonna be there. So yeah, let's put that on. Once again, I hope that's not in your face because I have it standing up like that. Oh, it's not too bad, is it? Okay. So let us, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac glue for this. And I'm going to be generous with the glue. Because, you know, the spine gets a lot of wear and tear. So, need to make sure that this lace stays on where we put it. So this will take a few minutes to dry for sure. It's pretty wet. Okay, make sure you get the right side up, Gail. That's this side. I am gonna go ahead and get my little card here, and I'm just gonna press that in. Okay. Okay, I like that. Alrighty, I'm gonna set that aside to dry. Just right over here. And I have to remember what all I have to work with for some, this is from the kit. I told you in the first episode, I think, that I got the kit. Oh, see there? I could have used some of this too. I got this kit from Emily at Vintage Polka Dot Shop. And so we have tags, we have lace, we have a cool old postcard, 1936. State of Oregon. I think that piece can just go in like it is because it's super cool. Okay, put that over there. We've got like a made playing card. We could alter the playing cards. We've got an index card and some coffee dyed paper. We've got some of these little fun things which can basically go in on their own. So I'm going to put those. This is going to start a little pile of things that we can put in here. We've got flashcards. We've got reminder list, envelope. Got one of these, which is so fun. We could decorate that. We've got a CD envelope and a Viewmaster thing. So that's kind of thick, but I still want to put it in because I want to use as much as I can from what I got in the kit. Here's another tag. This could be a fun tuck on it, or pocket. Got a guest check to alter. This couple of index cards. These are real thick though, so I don't know. Got a garment tag. Those tags. A bingo card. That'd be a fun little tuck, really, just as it is. And then this little envelope. Got a hanky. I might have to think about how we could use that. And then lots of clips, and here's some rickrack. We have these white flowers and little like book plate things. This is thin. It's little. Okay. See, we can alter those. Okay, well, now that and there's a slide here and a number here. Again, it's really thick, so I don't know, unless we put it on the outside or something. Okay, so this can go in as a tuck all on its own, I think. So I'm just gonna give it a little distress, and I mean, oh, I have an idea. I was gonna say I like to put buttons on these, but I don't want to add the bulk. But guess what? I just clipped out these buttons from Tracy Fox Love Junk Journals, her fabric swatches kit. So how fun would that be to just, because they're flat, I don't have to. Those ones are a little big. She has smaller ones too. Let me see if I can grab them. But I don't have a punch this size. It's a 1/2 inch. But I think that would be good. So I'll see if I can decently cut them out. It could be tricky, but there's always distress ink, right? You guys, how am I doing time-wise? Okay, 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I really got on doing my video this morning right after we went to the post office, and I got up early, so that helped and everything. So I think I will have enough time to get my Etsy orders out in the mailbox, I'm hoping. Oh, that's just tricky doing such a teeny one, but I just want to do it. Yeah, these would be kind of cute on there. And just sort of, you know, jazz it up a bit. Or zhuzh, as Wendy would say. Sounds like what Mike's watching has a lot of action. And hear him hear the TV yelling up there. So last night, I was telling you, I think yesterday, that we've been watching some older movies. Last night we watched Master and Commander, and it had, oh gosh, what's his name? I'll think of it eventually, but the Australian guy, you know. Big guy, Russell Crowe. There it is. And it was really good. I mean, you know, it had 1700s sort of violence in it, if you will. But what I enjoyed is it also had an underlying story of friendship, actually very strong story of friendship as well. It was good. I didn't think I would, and Mike didn't think I was going to like it because of, you know, the cannons and whatnot. But I did. I liked it. A little bit of humor. It was a good movie. I do enjoy Russell Crowe. His movies I usually do like. Okay, so put that one there. Yeah, that just gives it a little something. I don't know if there's anything else I want to do to it. Because I kind of like that you can see the Milton Bradley Company and stuff. I don't know if I had that there, but it's going there now because it's down. It's down. Yeah, just give that a little more personality. Okay. So that can be a tuck. Have something behind it. Like, I mean, it could have the guest check behind it on a page. Okay, so we have to keep in mind the time of this, you know. So anything I use, you know, embellishment wise or something has to do with that. I think I want to use this as a pocket. So I'm thinking of cutting off the flap. I think I will. And I'll keep the flap because there may be something we want to do with the flap. But, yeah, I think I'm going to cut that off just to make less bulk. That's all. That's the only reason. But, I mean, like, you can take this and it can be like a faux envelope. So I will definitely keep this little piece. And I love the coffee dye, but we might do just a little bit of something on this. But then I might cover the back with something. I've got these patchwork pieces from On the Way Craft Shop. Might be nice. That one. So let's see. That would cover the whole thing. I think I might like that corner. So I'll just cut this. rather than grab my tear ruler. Okay. So how big do we need this? Maybe about there. This part I'm going to do the tear ruler because I'll probably want to use the leftovers in something, and usually I like it torn, so I'll do that. But I think this will look pretty in there. Let's see. Oh yeah, doesn't that look pretty? Okay, so we need to, about right here, crossed. Okay, and I'm just going to use Oohoo on that. Answering questions again about glue sticks too. The trick is to get enough on there. That's the total trick, guys. Because if you don't, then, you know, it doesn't stick forever. And we want it to stick forever. Okay. So there's that. I've got a little sticky on the back because I forgot that that would be. So I'll just rub it off, kind of. Okay, so then we can put a little tag or something in that. I would, however, kind of like to decorate that up, but I think we're getting close to out of time and I don't have any ideas right off the top of my head. So I think what we'll do is leave it at that for today. The other thing I have are these cool pictures from the book that we could cut down and maybe put on a piece of coffee dyed paper and make some nice journaling cards out of those, or a flip out or something. So I got to remember I have those too. Have these to play with. I'm gonna get one of my little bins so that we can put the things. Like this is going to be a tuck spot, so it's going to be in the front. These are going to go in pockets, so that'll be in the back of my ephemera basket. But I'll get that for next time, and we'll think about what we want to do with this. And there we go. Let me show you. Our spine is all nice and dry. Our pages are in, and onward and upward. So thanks everybody so much for watching. Thanks for crafting with me. Thanks to all of you who are making an altered book with me. That is so much fun. So anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Have a grateful day. See you next time. Bye.